2017, Cody Bellinger exploded onto the scene as one of the best young talents in the league for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Bellinger would finish his great rookie season with a .267 batting average, a .352 on-base percentage, and a .581 slugging percentage, and he would hit 39 home runs that would give him a 143 OPS plus and finish his season with a 3.9 R WAR. This season was good enough to make Bellinger an All-Star and give him the National League Rookie of the Year award. Bellinger was so good that he even finished top 10 in MVP voting that season, which would help propel the Dodgers to a 104-win season, but they would end up losing in the World Series to the Houston Astros. It was safe to assume Bellinger was a future star for the already impressive roster that the Dodgers had assembled. In 2018, both the Dodgers and Bellinger would come back down to earth, but the Dodgers would still finish with 92 wins, and Bellinger would slightly decrease his production down to a 120 OPS plus, but would still hit 25 home runs and finish the season with a 4.2 R WAR. Despite this, the Dodgers would find themselves back in the World Series but would lose to the Red Sox in only 5 games. Going into Bellinger's third season in 2019, Bellinger would completely take over baseball and get into one of the best MVP races in recent memory with Christian Yelich. Bellinger would end up pulling through and end the 2019 season as the 2019 NL MVP, finishing the season with 167 OPS plus and a league-leading 8.6 R WAR. And along with this, he would hit 47 home runs. Bellinger would also add a Gold Glove to his resume this season, but despite all of that, the Dodgers would end up losing to the eventual World Series champions Washington Nationals in the NLDS. Going into 2020, Bellinger was on top of the baseball world. But in the COVID-shortened season, he would decrease his production to a 112 OPS plus, which is still above league average, but in the World Series, it's suspected that Bellinger dislocated his shoulder celebrating a home run. No matter what happened, the Dodgers would finally pull through and win the 2020 World Series. Bellinger would end up getting shoulder surgery to repair his shoulder before spring training in 2021. He'd start the season extremely poor, and he would fracture a bone in his left leg in early April and would miss 2 months. When he would come back, he would end up battling an injury with his hamstring and eventually an injury in his ribs, and would finish the season only playing 95 games. He would have an awful season, ending with a negative 1.7 R WAR and a 44 OPS plus. Fans were ashamed of the former MVP, and it didn't look like Bellinger had any shades of his former self, as his bat was completely gone, as he could barely make any contact at all. Going into 2022, Bellinger needed to have a bounce-back season, and even though it still wasn't a very good season by any means, it was better than his horrendous 2021 season, as Bellinger would finish the year with a 77 OPS plus and finish with a 1.2 R WAR. Going into free agency, the LA Dodgers would non-tender Bellinger, meaning he was a free agent able to sign anywhere. Bellinger would end up signing a deal with the Chicago Cubs. The deal was only 1 year guaranteed with a mutual option for the 2024 season. Since the start of this season, Bellinger is off to his best start since his MVP season in 2019 and has found himself as a main piece of a surprising Cubs roster. Bellinger, as of April 30th, has a .295 batting average, a .376 on-base percentage, and a .580 slugging percentage, which is good enough for a 158 OPS plus. Bellinger has been hitting the ball as good as he once did in Los Angeles and looks like he is having lots of fun playing baseball once again. Bellinger has proven so far this season that he can still be a serviceable MLB player, and he might even still have an all-star caliber season in him. This is amazing to see, and he has a lot more to show us, as Bellinger is still only 27, and I could very well see him finding himself in MVP contention if he can continue to perform like this. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe, and drop a comment down below how we're feeling about Cody Bellinger this season. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.